What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy, and it is Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports joining you here today. We have reached week number 15 of our simulated 2024 sim season, and even though the real free agency has started to pick up in real life, we are not mirroring those moves just yet. We will do an entire sim season with mirrored moves. So we still have Mike Evans, we still have Isaiah Simmons, we still have Michael Holt Jr., those kinds of things. And again, we will complete this season with our virtual roster and see what we can do. We are currently 12-1, so we're doing something right. Looks like a Sunday night primetime game here against the 6-7 Miami Dolphins, Deshaun Watson and company, getting ready to continue to try to keep this winning streak going. There's Mike McDaniel on the other side here. Looks like a beautiful night here in Miami. And appreciate you being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers as we continue to push for 1,100. If you haven't had a chance to do that, we'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm going to pass the mic off to Kit, and he is going to call this one for you because I am in the middle of a very busy season with the beginning of coaching. So appreciate him taking it away for us, and have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the time. Go Browns, and take it away, Kit.
All right, appreciate that, Phil. Apologize to everyone for the delay here on stream, but finally going here. As had a little house showing and trying to fit this in between house showings here. It got a little delayed on the front half because of a potential buyer showing up over an hour late, which is never ideal. Welcome in, Dolp. Yep, saw that. Big King Henry going to Baltimore for you to play for your Ravens there. Welcome in, Karen. Welcome in, Dwayne. Go Browns. Very excited to have Devin Bush. That news just broke today. Is Nick Chubb going to get the first carry of the ball game? He's met quickly for not very much there. Hey, welcome in, Big Dog. And yes, the Browns got Jerry Jeudy, another big acquisition for the Browns. Very, very excited about that one. Hey, welcome in, Mitchell. Go Browns. 2nd and 9 now. Another handoff right up the middle. He's a jump cut action there on that one. Did not pick up much either for Gibson. Only a pickup of 1. 3rd and 8 coming out of the shotgun is Watson. Nick Chubb is on his right hip. 2 receivers either side. Going downfield, he's got a wide open Mike Evans who's going to get the ball and be taken down quickly. But a big pickup there for a first down. That one goes for 15, and the Browns have a new set of downs. Welcome in, Felgren. Yep, Russell Wilson did end up with the Steelers. I'm not worried about that one, personally, for the AFC North. I think that's... he doesn't seem to fit what they want to do, or at least that's not how I think of that team. So, an interesting choices. That one's going to be picked in the other way. A bad throw does not get all the way to Mike Evans and picked by the veteran Ramsey, who is in the great position with leverage on the inside to take the ball away, and an errant throw goes to the wrong team here. As you can see him throwing him into the break, but the break went behind Ramsey. Ramsey just sitting in a beautiful position, and a dangerous throw goes haywire there for the Browns, and the Dolphins are going to have great field position out of here for Tua to try to punch it in with a short field. Yeah, tough start here for the Browns. Certainly not what they wanted to have happen. 1st and 10 now, going to be from the 28-yard line. Tua throwing it downfield. He's got a man, and it's just dropped. Wow, kind of surprised. Newsome in coverage on that one. That was an easy over-the-shoulder ball. He had it in a perfect position. It just dropped the ball. I didn't get catch the number on it, but not a good effort, whoever it was. This one is going to be a sack right into the hands of Zadarius Smith, who is right there for a big sack. That little boot action worked to the edge, and Z was right there. 3rd and 17 coming. Hey, Mason, welcome in. Yes, I do think Quentin Jefferson is a good D tackle. Looking forward to that. Miles and couldn't quite get the sack, but he does affect the throw. And incompletion is the result. 4th and 17. That'll bring out the field goal unit for a long field goal try from 52. So, kick is up. The kick is good. Most of the damage averted there on the hands of the turnover just results in a field goal after the Browns defense forced a 3-and-out, well, not a 3-and-out, but a three downs and kicked the field goal. So certainly the best possible outcome for them with that big sack from Z setting that up. So Watson's going to come back out on the field. We're going to look to try to flush the last drive out completely and try to get something going here for the Browns in a 3-zip game. Hey, welcome in, Wendell. Yeah, just in time for it. Sorry about that, fella. Granted, it was not ideal, certainly, as this one is thrown to the outside, trying to get it to Mike Evans. He did not handle it, so 2nd and 10, the result. Yes, very excited to have Smith back. I think that's a huge re-signing for sure. He's going to pitch it out to the left side. Nick Chubb, he's got a hole. He's going to grip through the hole down to the second level out past the sticks. And a nice first down there for Nick Chubb. Holland got in there for the tackle, but a first down achieved. And that'll have Cleveland in the gun here. A little jump on the left side. Results in them backing it up. And it'll be 1st and 15. Yeah, I'm very excited for the wide receiver core for the Browns this season. I think that's an excellent trio. Now, a big sack. That was not well blocked. The former Brown Agba in there for, they're calling it a tackle, not a sack, but interesting. That was not ideal. Very poorly executed. So a 2nd and 18 coming after they lost 3 yards on that one. Watson now going downfield. He's got it complete. He's got Cooper. He's going to pick up 5. A 3rd and 13 coming. Very possible, Mason. Watson now setting up a screen. He's got it. Chubb. Chubb is going to not have a lot of room to work with there. And a 4th and 9, the result. So, not the best of efforts as the offense kind of sputtered a bit on that drive. They'll have to punt. Fair caught there at the 16-yard line, which is where Toole will come back out on the field. So look at the playoff picture currently. The Browns certainly have clinched at 12-1 here in our sim season. This, of course, is a sim season with projected players that before all of this legal tampering and free agency started, and now that we're starting to see it come into actual shape, we know that this is not entirely accurate. Mike Evans, of course, re-signed with Tampa Bay. We don't have Devin Bush here. Instead, we've got Isaiah Simmons. A couple of things similar to that, where we saw some needs and made some changes and trades and things that did not actually work out the way it did for the real Browns. But we'll be bringing that to you all in the next season here as we wrap this one up, take it to the playoffs, and then ideally by right around the end of draft we'll have a full roster accurate, or as close as we can, roster accurate look at the NFL season for 2024. So, good defense for the Browns, forces a punt on 4th and inches, and the return goes out to the 37, which is where Watson will take over. Yeah, very excited about Nick Chubb, having him back. That is good news for sure, Dwayne. I agree. And glad to have that in our offense again, because we missed it a lot. Njoku with a nice contested catch will pick up 6 there. Good, strong hands on that one. 8:13 left in the first quarter. Fakes the handoff to Chubb, goes downfield. He's got a man, and it's complete. Mike Evans with his 2nd catch of the ball game. And that one goes for a first down, so some offensive clicking going on here on this drive, at least now past midfield for the first time in the ball game. Yeah, that is so true, Wendell. Absolutely true. I agree. That's he does have that work, that mentality. He just works at it and doesn't quit. And it's part of what makes him such a great running back, and I know he'll attack. He attacked his rehab that way, so he's probably better than ever as he's going to take not him. Ford will take a handoff off to the left side, picks up 3. Third and 7. Watson Now going downfield, he's got a man in all kinds of space. That's Moore along the sideline, just sitting in the hole in the zone beautifully, and Watson gets it right on him. Beautiful catch, goes for 20 yards and puts the Browns in business here in the red zone. What a dot that was. Pretty nicely run route, too, by Elijah Moore. Ace formation, now going to hand off up the middle. He's got Nick Chubb. He's going to plow over a dude, and then he's going to end up picking up 2. Good effort from Chubb taking that contact. Couldn't quite keep his feet. 2nd and 8. 2 tight ends to the left in a strong formation. Fakes the handoff, now firing downfield, and he's got Akins. Actually, yeah, that is Akins. Jordan Akins with reception, his first. That one goes for 4. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Searching, downfield to the end zone, touchdown, Browns! Cooper with the touchdown, sitting in all kinds of space in the end zone, and the Browns are on the board, and they're going to take the lead here with the touchdown after the exemplary play from the defense sets them up to take this lead. And finally, a good drive from the offense marches down the field and gets it done. Look at Cooper just kind of sitting there waiting on it. Nobody bothered to go over there and cover him, and Watson's going to hit that pretty much every time. So here we are, penning the PAT, a 7-3 ball game. There it is, 7-3. Yeah, very nice drive indeed. Mitchell liked seeing that. Some efficiency on offense, getting it done. The Browns will take their first lead. 5:30 left in the first quarter. Thank you so much for joining us here. We love having you here at Nagy on Sports. We love bringing these games to you. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to the channel, we very much appreciate that. We also enjoy the likes on the channel, as YouTube does help us gain more viewers that way. And if you'd like to take that fandom to the next level, we do have a Discord. As Myles Garrett nearly with a sack, it does affect the throw, however, 2nd and 10. We do have a Discord. Link is in the description of this or any of our videos, and that will take you to our Discord. This allows you to chat with us between games. You get notifications there on the Discord to tell you in advance when to expect us to go live, rather than having to wait for the sometimes spotty YouTube notification system to tell you that we have already gone live, and sometimes a few minutes or several minutes after we actually did. And that way you can catch the beginning of these games if you queue up your timing with what we send, because we try to be as accurate as we can. With that, was that one nearly picked. JOK with an opportunity. Former Fighting Irish. Four-man rush. Tua's going to escape the pocket. Throw it downfield. He had a man. I thought he was throwing it away at first, but he, in fact, had Wilson there just sitting just short of the sticks, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and inches now. This goes downfield, and that one is knocked away. Newsome in great position is going to bring up a 4th and inches. And just like that, the Browns are going to force another punt. Nicely done by this defense again. Punt is away. Yeah, some of these celebrations are pretty ridiculous, no doubt, Dwayne. And they would be humorous to see actually happen in real life. But, you know, I always wondered, the players play this game. I've always wondered what celebrations are inspired in reverse, if there are any of those. That would be funny. As this one is complete downfield. He's got it to Cooper, and a big strike goes for a 1st down. 101 yards passing now on the day for Deshaun Watson. Now out of the gun, Nick Chubb on his left hip. He's going to RPO, look out to Moore, and he's going to be met pretty quickly, although he did get positive yardage through the tackle. He's going to pick up 3. He was met pretty close to the line of scrimmage, but fell forward for those 3 yards there. It's a small frame to be able to fall through the contact. Well done from Elijah Moore. Watson to Cooper. He's got it complete and a 1st down. 11 to 14, 114 yards, a touchdown and a pick now for Deshaun Watson. Watson under center. He's going to hand off Nick Chubb. He's got a little bit of a window, but not a lot. He's going to pick up 2. Second and 8. Hey, welcome in, Don. As Nick Chubb is able to get it out to midfield there. 3rd and 6 coming. And yes, Phil asked me to pick one up if I had time, just because we've been both so busy, and he didn't have a chance to call one, and we wanted to make sure we got one on the channel. So I am putting up a sim here in between house showings. Unfortunately, my first house showing, the prospective buyer was over an hour late from what they initially told me, so that was a bit frustrating, but we barely still have enough time to get this one in, so I had to get on it right away, and here we are. So Watson now is going to have it complete out to Cooper. Little bench route concept there. Picked up 6. We don't have a schedule yet for sure, Wendell. It doesn't drop until later in the off-season frenzy. That's I think they fit that in kind of in the doldrums of it's like May or June or something, just because there's nothing really else going on, and then they make a big deal out of it because you know, they need to have football year-round, so they make an event. It's kind of a weird thing. As Watson's going to go towards the end zone, and that one is nearly picked. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous. Had a little bit of ping pong ball going on around there. It was fortunate that that one didn't end up in the wrong hands, as not the most advisable throw. Fortunately, it falls harmlessly. A little RPO, and that one is going to be picked. A bad throw from Watson again. And the Dolphins have their second interception of the ball game, as Watson just made a very bad read on that RPO, put it in a bad position, and Curl is going to come away with that pick right here. Just sits on the wrong side of Njoku, and if he puts it to the outside, actually no, he's trying to get it to Cooper underneath. I didn't see Cooper. Cooper coming across, little pick route action, didn't give it the chance for the pick to take effect, and unfortunately for the Browns, points potentially taken off the board as they were in the red zone with that pick. That's not where they wanted to be, or not what they wanted to do with the ball, certainly. Now Tua working up in the pocket. He's going to take off and slide. Gets out to the 20. Yes, too many interceptions indeed, Fellegren. Don't like seeing that. A little handoff to the left side, and it's going to be met pretty quickly by a bevy of defenders. 3rd and 5. Pressure up the middle, and he's going to have a sack. Tomlinson gets in. He's going to get credit for half of it anyway. And a big sack there, and a 3-and-out for the Miami Dolphins. Wipes out the interception, makes it harmless, as Mike Hall, the other half of the sack, just getting in to push on the back of Tomlinson to get half credit. Yes, it was a touchdown to Cooper. Sorry, it was a touchdown throw to Cooper. Was the touchdown? Fellegren has it. two interceptions and turn on the Jets, says Don. It's a pattern. I don't know. I haven't watched enough this season because I have been crazy busy with things going on here, so I'm just glad to be on with all of you right now, but I haven't really been keeping up with this season at all, as that was a really nice catch from Cooper right there, able to get a first down. Good concentration catch on the inside, kind of shielding it with his body. Watson now quickly throws dangerously. 3 defenders in the area, and I don't know what Watson's looking at, but he is really not reading this well right now. That one, again, very dangerous. Fortunate it was not intercepted for his third. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Now fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself out to the outside. Got a blocker in front of it. It's Njoku. And a nice run. He's going to pick up a bunch of yards there. 13 and a first down. Nice little option keeper for Watson with a lead block from Njoku. Nicely done. A little chain gang action out there on the side to make some nice yardage. Watson now firing out to his right side. He's got to complete, and Ford is going to have 4. Watson out to his right. Watson fires to the left side. He's got it to Moore. And a big first down in this 7-3 ball game. Browns threatening again here, trying to overcome the turnovers, but a good opportunity to take a nice lead if they can punch this one in back into the red zone. Yes, so excited for the defense. That Devin Bush pickup I think is huge. Another classic AB move, and I think if he thrives with the Browns, which I expect him to do, then look out. That defense is already stalwart and adding some nice pieces. Certainly like what they did on offense too. I think this is a great opportunity. If they can stay healthy, this is a great opportunity for the Browns to really roll. It'll be pretty awesome to see. Now Nick Chubb, not going to have a lot there. 3rd and 3. I think it's kind of prototypical what Andrew Berry does. He's the athletic profile with a high draft selection, a really high ceiling. If he can realize it, I don't think he was a good fit for the Steelers, and so he kind of went by the wayside there. But something that if the Browns can rehabilitate that, then he could be awesome for them. As the Browns going to have to settle for a field goal here, but that's what Andrew Berry likes to do. He likes to have guys that he's got a little meat on the bone and get them for a good contract and have a high ceiling to try to develop them in our system and see if they can't be a big piece for us. And if he hits, then look out. He's going to be a huge piece of this defense because he's got the skill set you want. You just need to develop him in the right way. And if the Browns are able to do that and unlock that potential, then I think that bodes very well. And that's what AB is trying to do, or at least that's my opinion of it. Taki was a stalwart player. Don't get me wrong; he was a very steady Eddie sort of player, guy who just really was reliable. Always made good plays when he was in there, and certainly loved having him around. He was a great guy too, good player, and good locker room guy. From everything I saw, I liked him a lot, but. At the same time, I understand, their choice to move on and bring in Devin Bush and, potentially a lot to be gained from that. 3rd and inches here. Tua out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to the left side. He's got the space and he's going to get the first down. A couple missed tackles there for the Browns defenders. And he's finally going to be dragged down by Juan Thornhill. A little awkward animation there from Madden. Throws out to the outside. Flag is down. Not sure what that one's about. Speaking of Taki, there he is. And it's going to be a roughing the passer on the Browns defense. Not what you want. Dalvin Tomlinson, the guilty party. And that is going to take the Dolphins on the other side of midfield. And a 1st and 10. Tua. Now, he was going to go downfield deep, but couldn't get it out in time. And just ends up incomplete with the pressure, knocking that one away. That's a good question. I'd love to say I have some idea, Don. Unfortunately, what I would normally be way more attuned to all of this stuff and what's going on and where the roster needs are, I have been so busy that I haven't been able to spend the time that I normally would right now on really knowing the roster forward and backwards and kind of having a sense of where the needs are and what they might draft. So I wouldn't speculate, only for the fact that sadly I'm really not up to my normal research level right now. I don't have the time for it. It's been far too busy. So Yeah, it could be best player available for sure, like Earl says. Appreciate you being on, Earl. Sorry I didn't greet you earlier. But yeah, it's been this one's going to go into the end zone. Poor tackling from this defense. Denzel Ward couldn't get there in time, and Devon Achane is going to get in. And a touchdown for Miami is going to get them into the end zone for the first time on the night. Could be wide receiver, offensive tackle for sure. That's very possible. Dwayne, D-tackle is also possible. As Miami looks to tie this one up at 10 after this PAT, they do. So 10-10 here, 5:51 left in the half. And a little bit of a not normal drive there for the Browns on defense. They struggled with tackling there, allowing some plays to get additional yardage that didn't have any business getting that yardage. But there you have it, and Miami takes advantage of it. I formation here from under center. Watson's going to hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's going to run back into the defender. Come on. Nick Chubb doesn't do that. 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson, pressure, a blitz off the right side, and nearly another pick. Yikes. 3rd and 14. Lucky not to have his 3rd interception on the day. I haven't heard any updates, Earl, but then again, like I said, I have not been in tune, so hopefully maybe somebody in the chat has an update for you. I couldn't say. As a nice completion down the middle for Cooper. Is going to have a first down for the Browns. That's his 7th reception for 81 yards now. Cooper having a big game here. But no, I don't have an update. Like I said, I'm hardly even. There's the 3rd one. I keep talking about it. I should stop talking about this because there we go. A 3rd interception, and that one went to the wrong Chubb. Yikes! Miami now set up again. And an opportunity to take the lead. Yeah, it really has been a long time. Dwayne, love the best player available approach. And you know Andrew Berry's going to do that pretty much anyway. That's kind of his MO when it comes to the draft. He's not so much of a needs guy because he doesn't see the draft as the time to fill needs. He sees the draft as a time to develop future prospects and build the roster behind the roster, the guys that you're trying to bring along inside of your organization. So he will go best player available predominantly. He doesn't like to fill needs. He likes to fill needs with free agency and trade, and that's what he's done consistently throughout his time in Cleveland. That was a really nice breakup there from Genu. 4th and 6, and a long field goal attempt here for 51.5 yards. Or excuse me, 47. I can read. 47-yard attempt. Just looking at the wrong yardage stripe. So 13-10 after the 3rd interception for one Deshaun Watson, and he has got to flush that and move on because this one has the potential to go the wrong way if he keeps that up. Unfortunately, it's a well-known effect, the snowball effect of throwing interceptions. You throw one in Madden, it's like they can't stop throwing them after that. So hopefully no more here, but a very nice strike over the middle, little skinny post to Elijah Moore, picks up a big chunk. Tight bunch formation to his right, Watson from under center, fires very quickly and dropped by the Chief. Not the best throw, kind of put it on the inside hip where Njoku had a hard time trying to catch it. Watson kind of having an off day, bringing pressure from the left side this time, and complete to Tillman is going to break up a 3rd and 1. That is Tillman's first catch of the ball game. Now Watson back under center. Hands it off right up the middle, and that's not going to get it done. The 4th and 1, the Browns are going to punt. Kind of surprised they didn't elect to go for that there. Stefanski would have, almost guarantee you. That'd have been a go for it moment for the real Kevin Stefanski. I don't know that I'm that concerned about it yet, Don. I mean, we'll see. King Henry, I think, has a lot of mileage on those tires. I think the tread's pretty worn down for him. Now, who knows? You know, change of scenery sometimes, even for guys that have been in it for a long time, change of scenery is enough to get them rejuvenated in their career. But I'll believe that when I see it. And then, of course, I don't happen to think the Russell Wilson signing is particularly great for the Steelers. I don't think he fits them very well, but maybe that's just me. So, I mean, they're doing some good things too, but at the same time, the major ones that I've seen, I've not been that concerned with. That there's a very nice defensive stand here for the Browns. Going to have Miami punting out of the back of the end zone here. Nice punt, though. Goes out past the 50 and fair caught at the 48. Yeah, Madden sure did, Don. They do that with a lot of injuries, though. It happens in Madden quite a bit. They took away his X Factor as a result of it, in fact, which I think is an unmitigated disaster, but that's my opinion. It's a nice timing throw out to the outside, goes to Mike Evans. Yeah, Patrick Queen, yes, I did see that. Yeah, it's a good signing for them for sure. I don't know that I don't think it, changes my opinion of that defense necessarily, but oh no, another terrible throw to the backside and his 4th interception of the ball game, and this is going to be a pick 6. Gross, to the 10 to the 5 touchdown Dolphins. And I think Madden somewhat decided the Browns probably needed to have their second loss here, as this is the way this game feels like it's going. Just a terrible throw yet again. The stadium is alive. It's just a terrible mechanics. Couldn't even get it far enough. He's off the back foot with a little bro hop backwards on the throw. You're never going to get any power on it that way. And in fact, he didn't put it on the wrong side of the receiver. In fact, right in the lap of the defender. Set up a perfect pick 6, and here we are now with 20-10 the scoreline after that one. And Browns are kind of in trouble here. 17 seconds left in half. The Miami might not have scored at all again in this half had Watson not made that throw. I'm assuming you're asking which one are we controlling in this game? Is that what you're asking, Don? Which one is the controller on? We don't actually run any of the players, of course. You have to select a side for team. So that's going to take us to half. I think Phil, I haven't checked with him. He pre-recorded this, but I do believe that the Miami Dolphins are the team that is technically being controlled in this game, if you will. Because I believe that has become the new standard, as the Browns are going to kick off to start the second half with a 20-10 ball game and a bit of a disappointing offense for the Browns, looking to try to rectify that in the second half, as they had 4 turnovers, all by Deshaun Watson, and all interceptions, one of them being a pick 6. This one is fired to Waddle very quickly, right over the middle, picks up the first down. Tua, empty set. Now he's going to bring a receiver or a running back in with him out of the gun, and he throws it to him out of the backfield. A little swing route there for A-Chain, but he is going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. 4-man rush. Tua dancing a little bit, and that one is going to be knocked away. Isaiah Simmons in the defense, able to get his hands on it. Now Tua, 4-man rush and firing downfield. He's got a man and a first down. Stover, his tight end, able to come away with that one. His 4th reception of the ball game. Got a little pistol look. He's going to hand this ball off, and that is met very quickly by the defense. Taki gets in there really quickly to bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10. What do you mean, Wendell? He wasn't in when he caught that. I don't understand what you mean by that. As A-Chain is going to break a few tackles. He's still going. I looked away at the wrong time. Nice run from A-Chain, or A-Chan. He's able to pick up a whole bunch of yards and get them down to the 18-yard line. 20-10, the score line here, and Miami threatening again as this defense has been put in the worst of positions again and again in this ball game, but they're going to get another sack here. Backs him up 5. Miles Garrett getting involved. His first big action of the ball game. He got involved in a couple of pressures, but hadn't gotten to the sack yet. That time he gets at least half. As that one is going to be complete. Again, Stover picks up 3. Yeah, I like Taki a lot too, no doubt, Wendell. He is a very good player. Wish him the best of luck, but certainly, I do like the Devin Bush signing today, and obviously AB likes the potential there and is hoping to get more meat off of that bone. Jameis Winston, because he's as for a backup, he's a really good backup. He's a lot like Flacco, except a lot younger. Yes, he had that 30 for 30 season, which you never want to have, but he does have a lot of starting experience, and he is for a backup a very good one. So I like that signing. I like that signing quite a bit. I think he fits pretty well with what the Browns want to do, and I think that. As a backup, I don't like him as a starting quarterback. Let's be clear there. I don't, ideally no injury for Watson this year, but I certainly like him as the backup, bringing the experience and the starting capability, and hopefully in a pinch can provide a win or two for you should you need it, like we did all of last year. As Nick Chubb with a very nice run out to the left side picks up a first down. And that's going to take him into the zone. Watson now complete. He's got more in some space. A nice throw downfield from Watson. That one on point. Yeah, that looked like Chubb for sure. Watson throws out to the right side. Tillman's second catch of the ball game picks up 7. He's now got 16 yards. Offensive breakdown for the Browns, 15 rushes to 35 passes. Little out of bounds for what you'd expect from the Browns, especially with one Nick Chubb who is in the zone, and that one's going to be a touchdown. Mike Evans able to just barely create some space with his body. Bodies out the defender. And a beautiful throw from Watson is going to get them into the end zone and back into this game. If he can keep from throwing any more interceptions, maybe the Browns have a chance, but they got to do more of this. Nice concentration catch from Mike Evans, able to just keep the defender away enough and create the space he needed for that one to become a touchdown. 23-17 pending this PAT. I think Jerry Jeudy's very good. I think he is an excellent fit for this wide receiver core in particular. I think he's going to be a great target. He's got a lot of talent, and he's one of those guys that if you really unlock him in the right system with the right receiver core around him, I think he could be devastating. I think this has the potential for him to be an absolute breakout season. He's never gone over 1,000 yards, but I do see it as a very big possibility he could do that with the Browns this year, so we'll see. I really like him pairing him up with Cooper and having more because now you've got some capability that you really didn't have before in that wide receiver core. He's a big upgrade over what the Browns had as their 1-2-3 in the past. Over the last several years, I think this is the best trio we've had. As Smith is going to get back there, Zadarius Smith getting his second. I guess he's got 2.5 sacks now, second and 20 for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, he definitely has the speed for sure, Dwayne, no doubt. He's got good hands, good route running. I think he's an excellent all-around receiver. I think he just is going to fit so nicely in with that trio. I think they're going to play together well, work off each other's skill sets, and then complement the way so that you really can attack in any different form. You can have a lot of middle work, a lot of. This one is going to be floated right into the hands. Right into the Cheetah's outstretched hands, beautifully dropped in from Tua, gets them down to the 29-yard line. As that one is going to be backing up this offense with the false start. Hey, welcome in, John. Good to have you in here. 1st and 15 after the false start for Miami. 6:45 left in the third. Tua working up in the pocket. Now he's going to take off, and he's going to slide and getting out to the 27-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Four-man rush, and he's going to fire downfield and somehow caught. Wow, that was an impressive catch from Wilson as he was able to catch that one. Through the traffic, bringing up a 1st and goal from the 4. Empty set, bunch to his right. Tua scrambling, pressure coming, and he's going to throw it away. John, I love it. Yes, the urge to sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" is just a whim away. The pressure coming again, going to throw it away again. 3rd and goal. I love that joke though. That's really excellent there, John. I appreciate you being on. Always fun bringing the jokes in the channel. I'll add my own joke here in a moment, which is to say, what do you get when you combine a joke with a rhetorical question? Fourth and goal. Miami's going to take the field goal here. You don't need to remember. It has no punchline. That's the whole point. It's a rhetorical question. It's the punchline-less joke. That's why I like it. It has no punchline. All right, 1st and 10 now. I formation to throw, and he's got Evans. 26 of 37 now. Way too many throws for Watson. Jordan Elliott, so he is a guy that the Browns developed quite a bit. He came into his own this last season, so I think you're actually getting a really pretty good player. He had a lot of potential that he hadn't realized. It took a long time to develop with the Browns, but he really kind of started to come into his own this last season, and if you finish that, kind of polish him off kind of thing, he could be an excellent D-tackle for the Niners. Third and 12. Watson scrambling, and he's going to throw it away somehow out of that sack. But punt unit's going to come out. 26-17 the scoreline, 3:31 in the third. Yes, Watson has thrown 4 of them in this ball game. And the last of those 4, they were all in the first half. The last of those 4 was a pick 6, so it's been brutal, to be sure. Not good for Watson in this game. As Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets in for his sack. Actually, I think that was a TFL. I think that was actually a running back. I just saw. I only caught the end of the play because I had looked away at the chat. 2nd and 11. For the outside, here goes A-Chain. He's going to be met by a bevy of defenders. 3rd and 12 now. As this defense is fired up, they have been very good in this game, but the offense, unfortunately, has not, and that's why the scoreline is 26-17. And it's actually not the offense that's been bad, it's specifically Watson that's been bad, throwing 4 interceptions with a pick 6. Tua throwing it downfield, got a man. He's got Stover. Stover breaks out of a tackle and is able to get a few extra yards there, taking us to 2 minutes left in the 3rd. That is Stover's 8th reception. He is closing in on 100 yards with 83 of them. No, shouldn't be, John. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea. I do know that Madden has a tendency to virtue signal with their something about the way that they change the ratings for guys, or sometimes we suspect bake into the code for a guy. They do some virtue signaling and don't let people that they don't like off the field have good games, or be good players in Madden, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of virtue signaling in general, and that is something that it seems Madden is invested in, so that's what we have. We saw it with Myles Garrett. We had that helmet strike on Mason Rudolph, where he got suspended indefinitely. Of course, came back, but Myles lost an X factor out of that. Was downgraded. I think he was like a 90. He'd gone from like a 98 overall to like a 90 or something. Lost an X factor. It was pretty brutal. I mean, they took the Nerf bat to him really hard after that incident. So clearly, that is not an isolated incident. They have done that kind of stuff with many players. So I don't think Watson is any different. And with the things that happened with him, or at least that he was accused of, and the public opinion, or the court of public opinion, it seems that Madden decided that they needed to do some virtue signaling along those lines. 3rd and 12. Thank you, appreciate that. As pressure's coming, and he's going to take a sack. 4th and 24. Great defense again. Zadarius Smith with another half is going to take him to 3 sacks on the day, as he has been exemplary on this defense, getting all kinds of pressure, and Mike Hall is going to get the second half of that again for another half for him. Now a punt is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line, and only a 5-yard return. Take it out to the 15. Watson's going to have it there. Now Nick Chubb's going to switch sides of the backfield out of the gun. He's still in the zone, not handing it off to him a lot, though. Probably should get him more involved, as Elijah Moore is going to take a nice throw on the little slant route. Get about 9.5 yards on it, 2nd and inches. Yes, we've seen blocked punts in Madden. It's been a long time since we've seen one. There's a run to Chubb. About time. Does pick up a 1st down. Only took them a 2nd and inches to attempt it. Did we get enough? Maybe run him a few more times, please, Madden, as they change the formation yet again. Watson got it complete to Cooper underneath. Yes, I remember the punt. That was a fake. That was ridiculous. We've had a lot of ridiculous things happen on the channel over the years. If you're interested in seeing one of our most infamous ridiculous things, the glitch, that is on our channel. If you go into our Discord channel and look at our highlight reel section there is a clip of the glitch that we put the Benny Hill theme to because it's hilarious and ridiculous. Madden has pulled all kinds of bizarre stuff, and of course this one that John is referencing was a punt that turned into a fake punt. That actually that may have been the glitch. I think that's one of the same. I think that actually was on a fake punt that that the glitch happened. They tried to snap it to an up man and it just hung in the air with the ball hanging there. But that what a run from Chubb, just keeping his feet. He's still on his feet up to the 40. Finally brought down. That was a great run. See, we need to have the ball in Nick Chubb's hands. He is so dangerous in the zone. That's the only time he looks like the real Nick Chubb, and yet they're not handing it off to him enough here, sadly. Yes, it did wobble, and then eventually started moving forward, and it was like 2 minutes straight of it just sitting there, and Phil and I laughing because it was so ridiculous. They had a scrum in the middle on the field. You know, there was a little NSFW moment there from Tony Fields, and I'm trying to remember who the defender was. I want to say it was the Carolina Panthers, I want to say. And one of their offensive players. Oh no, it would have been one of their special teams players. It was on the fake punt. So I'm not sure who it was, but anyway, so it was a ridiculous play all around. And anyone who is on the channel or here on the video wants to go back and watch it, join our Discord. You can take a look in the highlight reel section there, and it's on there, and it's ridiculous. That's for sure. Has a fifth interception. Looked away at the wrong moment. Fifth interception for Watson. Yikes. 2 for Ramsey now. I didn't even see the throw, but clearly it was not good, as it was not to the right team. Yeah, absolutely, Earl. It was really something. Phil and I were beside ourselves. That one just left short. Ramsey able to go up and collect that one. It was not such a good throw. I'm glad that moment will live in infamy here on the channel for as long as this channel exists, and that we'll probably always have viewers that remember that moment because it's so ridiculous. It was really quite something to experience when it happened, and one of the hardest I have ever laughed. I had tears in my eyes. I laughed so hard when that happened. It was incredible. Well, 5 picks, certainly not a recipe for success, as the Browns look to probably lose this game. 26-17 currently the scoreline. They've got a lot of work to do if they want to get back in it, but first they've got to stop Miami here. And this defense has been on the field a lot, and that's going to happen if you throw 5 picks. Certainly not what you want to have happen. This one thrown quickly outside to a A-chain out of the backfield. Cameron Mitchell there, able to make the tackle. Tua out to his right side. Got to complete the waddle. That is his 3rd reception. He's got 30 yards on the day. Glad to hear that, John. That you came in after the fact, heard us talking about it, and had to go back and watch it and laugh as hard as we did. That's great. I love that. 1st and goal now for Miami. This probably seals the ball game if they score a touchdown here. They're not going to score on this one. It's going to be a sack instead. 4 sacks now for Zadarius Smith. He has had an exceptional game. 2nd and goal now from the 12 after that sack. Yeah, we can't post that video viral because it's got the Benny Hill theme, which technically is copyright. I think it's got a copyright on it. So we have the Benny Hill theme on it. We'd have to strip the Benny Hill theme off of it to actually have it go viral. So it's just on our Discord. It's just for our community. It's not for anybody else. 3rd and goal. Now thrown out to the outside and incomplete. But it just was so fitting. It was too fitting a video not to have that music in the background. It was such a clown show. It needed some clown show music to go. Well, 29-17 the scoreline here. 12 points, still technically within 2 touchdowns, but time is ticking away. Mike Evans has had a nice day. 8 receptions for him, 116 yards, but with 5 interceptions from his quarterback, that doesn't mean much. Little RPO look now, goes to Evans again. Watson scrambling from pressure, is going to get away from the pressure, out of the outside, able to break block through a tackle and a 1st down. Nice effort from him. Certainly would try to make up for the fact that he's turned the ball over so much. And now he's going to run again, takes off, and this time tries to slide, hit through the slide. Interesting, probably should have been a flag there. But a 1st down nonetheless. This one quickly thrown to Cooper. He's going to have another 1st down. So the Browns are doing the right stuff here, getting chunks and moving quickly, but they've got a lot of work to do. They still have another touchdown to score. They do have all 3 timeouts, however, which does help. That one underneath to Njoku. They need to work downfield, though, as they're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Watson. Out to the outside, that's the right idea, but not a very good throw. Does stop the clock with 2:01, so just this side of the 2-minute warning. Watson now firing downfield, and another not great throw. They're going to go for it on 4th here because they have to after the 2-minute warning. 4th and 5, and this is very much the ball game right here and right now. If they want to have any chance, they have to get this. They have it to Nick Chubb. So 1 critical hurdle cleared, but now they have to get it into the end zone, and then with enough time to get the ball back and score another touchdown. So tall order here for the Browns, seeming pretty improbable, looking most likely like this is going to be their 2nd loss on this season. Of course, nearly a 6th pick. That would have been gross. Probably a pick 6 had it gone the other way. But this will be the 2nd loss here for the Browns on the season. They have clinched their playoff spot. Seemed like they didn't really show up for this one, or at least Deshaun Watson didn't. Moore is going to have a catch down to 1st and goal, but it's 52 seconds left. Only a touchdown here, an onside kick, and another touchdown will make it happen. And the odds of that happening are very small. That one out the back of the end zone. Watson incomplete out the back again. 3rd and goal. Watson to the end zone, touchdown. And I'm afraid probably too little too late here. That one goes to Adonai Mitchell, the rookie. But don't celebrate too much there. You're probably still going to lose. They would need an onside kick and a miracle here. They did. That is true. Here comes the onside kick attempt. And that'll do it. As Miami recovers, 36 seconds left. They only have to take knees. Browns probably going to burn all 3 timeouts here for no reason, because that's what Madden does. But this game is over. Your final is going to be 29-24. Unless Miami scores here randomly. Which I suppose could have happened. I don't know why they're not. There's the victory formation. But 29-24 going to be the final of this ball game, as the Browns can't do anything about it at this point. And so, as soon as this finally is kneeled out in a moment, Phil is going to hop on here again with us to take us through the stats of what was a rather ugly game for one person, specifically Deshaun Watson. Everyone else had pretty good games. Good effort here. I guess it's not going to be the final. They're going to rub it in and kick an extra field goal because, why not? So 32-24 going to be the final instead. But, yes, I did. I will take a bow. You can't see how I'm taking a bow. But Phil's going to join us for the stats here in a moment. He'll take us through this abysmal game for the Browns. Actually, not really for the Browns. Really good performances around, except for one Deshaun Watson, who struggled mightily with his 5 interceptions.
All right, well, that wasn't exactly how we drew it up today. 24-38. 0 touchdowns for him. He didn't have to do much because Deshaun Watson just kept giving the football back. 244 yards rushing. Achane had the only offensive touchdown of the game. 15 carries for 112 yards for him. Cade Stover, go Bucks. 9 for 96, catching 4 for 65 for Tyreek, 4 for 39 for Waddle, Cedric Wilson Jr., Achane, and Durham Smythe as well. Defensively speaking, 14 tackles for Jerome Baker, go Bucks. 13 for Jalen Ramsey, 9 for Holland, 8 for David Long. Sacks today, just a half for Bryant and the rookie Byron Murphy out of Texas. Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb, both back from their injuries to rush the passer. 2 picks today for Jalen Ramsey, 1 for Kadir Koho, and again, that was the brutal one that went for 6. Cam Curl and Bradley Chubb. Again, 5 interceptions today for Deshaun, which is just way too many to overcome. 40 for 58 for 411. 3 touchdowns, 5 picks again for Deshaun. 13 for 61 for Chubb, 4 for 37 for Deshaun. And this one, 12 for $120 for Amari Cooper and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 9 for basically $120 and a touchdown. 7 for basically $120. No touchdowns for Moore. So they had plenty of yards and catches. 4 for the Chief, Chubb, 2 for Tillman. Maybe the first touchdown of the season for rookie Adonai Mitchell. Akins and Ford each adding 1 as well. Defensively speaking, JOK with 10 tackles, including 4 of them for loss. 9 tackles for Thornhill, Simmons, and Genu. 4 sacks today for Zadarius Smith. He was all over the place. 1.5 for the rookie Michael Hall, Tomlinson, Obo Okoronkwo, and just a half today for Myles Garrett. Again, no turnovers, couldn't force a fumble, couldn't pick the ball off, couldn't help out with that turnover margin. So the streak comes to an end. The Browns will fall to 12-2, and we'll be on to their Week 16 matchup here very shortly. I'll tell you about it as soon as I get over to it. As soon as I get over to it, he says, very confidently. But the Browns going to drop this one again, falling to 12-2 on this regular season. Dolphins will move to 7-7, and the Browns have the Kansas City Chiefs coming up in week number 16. So appreciate you guys being on. I'll let Kit wrap it up. Take care. Go Browns.
All right, appreciate that, Phil. Certainly not the result we were looking for in this one, as the Dolphins really didn't need to do much by way of playing good football because Deshaun Watson did it for them, as Phil mentioned. So we'll get out of here by saying go Dolphins. And as always, go Browns!